Hey my loves, and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so glad you're here, and I hope that you consider subscribing so you would get to know me and get to know everything that Ify Constance is about and everything that I do here on my channel. If you are a returning viewer or subscriber, if you are returning, you better be subscribed, honey. Okay, so today I am going to do another cook with me video, guys. I am going to cook oven jerk chicken, red beans and rice, and I'm also going to make a Nigerian salad. I have my chicken here. I've already cleaned it and everything. Let me go over here to the stove, because what I have on my stove, guys, let me show you. I haven't started it yet. I have my beans. They're in there. They were in there marinating. I have thyme. I have some garlic cut up in there, and I also have a green onion. And what I'm gonna do is, guys, is I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna turn the stove on so that can start cooking. I let that marinate in that pot for like an hour, because I really want those, you know, natural ingredients to really get into that those beans. So in my chicken, let me go ahead and set the camera down so you guys can see as I'm working, and I hope the light isn't too bright and you guys can see that. There we go. So in my chicken, guys, let me show you the seasonings that I'm going to use. Of course, I'm going to put some olive oil in there, but not that much, because I have some minced garlic with olive oil in it, so I'm not going to use that much olive oil. I also have my hot jerk seasoning, and also jerk seasoning in a powder form. And I also use this Goya seasoning here. This is really, really good when you want to have like those green seasons, like the green peppers and the cilantro and all that stuff. All of that is mixed in here. So instead of me cutting all that stuff up and making a paste, I use this. I'm also going to use a little bit of browning and some Worcestershire sauce. And I'm also going to cut up, let me go get it. I'm also going to cut up some green onions and put in here, guys. I had to go get my chopping board, and let me get a paper towel because it's a little wet on both sides. So turn this off, and I'm gonna mix everything in here. I'm gonna cook it in here, and I'm also going to mix everything in here to save dishes. So the first thing I'm going to do is put this chopping board down. I always use two, because something tells me that if I just use this, and I love this one, but something tells me if I just use this one by itself, that it's going to cut my table, and I'm not going to do that. With my green onions, I think I'm going to use maybe 4. I've already washed them, but with my green onions, I always slit them down the middle. I didn't do this one, but I always slit them down the middle, you know, so when I wash them, I can make sure that nothing's up in there. I want to make sure that I get everything out when I'm washing them. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these cut up so I can get them put in the chicken. I hope you guys are safe during this coronavirus pandemic that we have going on. Guys, it's bad out there. I want you guys to really take this thing serious and really practice, you know, good hygiene. Really, guys, I would prefer that if you didn't have to go out, don't go out. But please, guys, really take care of yourselves, because this thing it's really bad out there, guys. This little piece got away from me. And because I use the green sauce, I usually don't, mess with these that much, but I just have that taste for these onions today. And I'm gonna throw that in there. And I'm gonna move this out the way and show you guys what it looks like. When I put this in there, I'm gonna put this back here so you guys can see it. So, let me get these green onions put in there. Make sure I have them cut how I want them. And then, let me start getting everything else that I'm going to mix in here. And here, I'm gonna get a napkin to dry my hands. Okay. So with the minced garlic, and like I said, the garlic has olive oil in it. Can you guys see that? See that? So I am going to take about this much of it. I'm gonna spread it all. You know what, I like garlic kind of, so I'm gonna do 2 of those. And the chicken that I got in here, I actually have some chicken legs, and I also have some chicken thighs that I pulled the skin off of when I cleaned it. See this one? Okay, so I'm just sprinkle this about. You know, I want you guys to comment down below and tell me how you prepare your jerk chicken. You know, mine, I put it in the oven, and it always, you know, it ends up being really, really tasty. I'm going to go in with this one next, and let me go grab another spoon to put that in. Actually, I think I need 2 more spoons. Because I don't like to dip my spoons in several things. I don't do that, guys. I like to put my spoon in one thing. I don't like to dip it in sauce after sauce after sauce. I don't do that. I don't play that contamination game. That's not cool. So, because I may not use all the same seasonings in everything, so I don't want to, you know, contaminate my seasonings with other seasonings. So I have to get separate spoons that I use. That's that spoon. Let me take this one out. And then let me a little of the Worcestershire sauce. Every time I say that, guys, people laugh at me. They're like, you don't say it right. Well, that's how my country accent says it. Hey, I'm from South Carolina. I grew up in the country. Down a long dirt road, I'm a country girl. That's how I say it. And I'm also going to use my browning. See that? And I'm definitely going to use really just a tab of this. I'm actually going to pour it inside the top and go over it like that. That should be enough. Let me leave that open, because if it's not enough, I'm gonna do it again. And then my jerk seasoning. We like spicy food, so I have the hot one, guys. See that? I have the hot one. So I'm gonna really get this jerk seasoning in there. Ooh, my spoon is kind of big. So I'm gonna get this really in there. Honey, when I tell y'all these seasonings smell delicious. They are delicious. Let me put that to the side. Okay, let me get this mixed in really, really, really well. And after I mix this in, I'm not gonna cook it right away. What I'm going to do is I am going to put my foil over it, and I'm gonna let it sit for like an hour. I'm gonna let it rest for an hour, and then I'm gonna put it in the oven because I want all of these ingredients to really get in there and marinate together. That's why when I mix things up like this, I mix it up, you know, usually in the pot or the pan or whatever that I'm gonna cook it in, because I want to keep all of these ingredients. I don't want to lose anything. So let me just get everything spread out really well, because it looks like it's mixed in really well. Y'all see that? Looks really well. So let me spread everything out. Make sure I got all the pieces coated. It's just something about green onions. I love seeing them in my food, y'all. Love them. And what I usually do when I cook this, because I usually cook it for like an hour and 10 minutes. I'll cook it for 25 to 30 minutes, and then I'll turn it over and cook the other side, because you don't want one side of your chicken done and the other side looking crazy. You don't want that. So that's what I usually do. So let me grab my foil, and I'm gonna wrap this up and get my space cleaned up. Oh, I didn't put my, you know what guys, because my garlic has olive oil, I'm gonna just pour some in my hand and sprinkle it on. I'm not gonna do a whole lot. Yeah, because when I cook this, I don't cook it covered. I don't cook it covered because I don't want it to make a whole lot of juice. So I'm not gonna cover it up. And I think I put enough browning on there. This is gonna be okay for me. So let me grab my foil and get my stuff cleaned up. This is how it looks, guys. This is how it looks. So let me grab my foil. So guys, my beans have been cooking for a little while. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna add to them. Take a look. The Goya coconut milk, and I use the reduced fat one. Well, I'm using the reduced fat one, but I wasn't paying attention when I bought it. That's the only reason I'm using it. And you can take a look how they're cooking. See that? And I'm going to just pour that coconut milk in there, and I'm gonna use the entire can. And then I'm going to stir it up, and I'm gonna cover it and let that come back to a simmer. See that? I'm gonna let that come back to a simmer. I want to get all that in there. I'm gonna drop several seasonings in there, guys, but I'm gonna let it come to a boil first. You see how that look? See it? But I'm gonna drop several seasonings in there, and then I'm gonna add my rice. So what I'm gonna do now, and I'm gonna show you the rice that I have. It's just some rice that I actually just had in my house. I have a lot of rice. It's not even a rice that I've purchased recently with everything going on with the coronavirus. It's just the rice that I have in my house. I'm actually use this for my salad. Well, no, I can wash the rice in this. So let me go over to my sink, because I want to get my rice washed off. Let me put my camera up here so you guys can see what I'm doing. You can see that. So this is the rice, and it is Food Line brand rice, and I just had it here, and I'm gonna use the white rice. Usually I use the what is it? I don't want to open it. I have some the jasmine rice, but since that's not open and this is what I have open, I'm gonna use this rice today. So I'm gonna just pour it, let you guys see. I'm gonna just pour some in the bowl, and I don't measure. I pretty much eyeball my stuff because I know what I need anyway. You guys see that? So I'm gonna just eyeball it. And then what I'm gonna do, cold water, and I'm gonna wash it out. Yeah. So after I get this rice washed out really, really well, and you see that water, guys, so you want to get all of that out of there as much as you can. You want the water to be as clear as it can be. You don't want all that little starch in your rice. Get all that little starch out of there. So again, and it usually takes 3 to 4 really good washes in cold water, guys. Use cold water. Do not use warm water while you're washing this rice, because you don't want to go ahead and start the cooking process. That's not what you want to do. So after I get this rice washed, guys, okay, my loves, I am back, and these are the ingredients for the Nigerian salad. Cabbage. I have the regular cabbage. I have the purple cabbage, cucumbers. These were the only carrots in the store. Usually I used, the regular carrots, but this, with the coronavirus going on, this is the only ones that was left in the store. And I have green onions, and I'm going to use salt, pepper, and mayo as well. Let me This is the rice. I make this. So I let it cook down, and that's what it looks like. I still need to let it come together a little more. That's delicious, guys. This is the rice. And so, guys, it has been 1 hour since I had my chicken marinating. So I covered it up. This is what it looks like. Let me uncover it. See that? So what I'm going to do now is I am going to set my oven. I'm going to set my oven. So I am going to set it to 3. No, I'm going to set my oven to 275. And I'm going to cook it for an hour. And I put an hour and 20 minutes. And I did that. 275 cook time. 120 start. So I set it for an hour and 20 minutes at 275, and I put it for an hour and 20 minutes because the oven has to preheat. But I'm gonna go ahead and put it in there before it preheats, guys. I'm gonna just go ahead and put that thing in there. So let me open my oven. Like I said, I'm not covering the chicken. Let me get it in there. And let me let this chicken do its thing, and I'll be back with you guys. Alright, my loves, this is what the final product looks like. Look at that. Alright guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, hit that notification bell, and also comment. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video.